If you've ever wondered how long it really takes to buy a house, whether you're in Winston-Salem, across the Triad, or anywhere in the country, I'm breaking it all the way down for you. We're going to walk through what to expect, what might slow you down, and what can speed things up, because time matters, right? If you're renting, that lease deadline is ticking. If you're moving for work or school, every day counts. And honestly, who wants to feel stuck waiting around and unsure with what's next? My name is Keon with Real Broker LLC. I live here, work here, and I help people buy homes right here in the Triad. And I'm not just here to sell you a dream. I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the best decision for you and your family. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. And if you've got questions while you're watching, don't wait. Call or text me anytime. My number is right in the description box below, and I'm easy to reach. Now here's the real talk. Most people think buying a house is just about finding the one you like and signing a few papers. But the process is deeper than that. It's emotional, it's financial, it's strategic. And yes, sometimes it's gonna take longer than you expect, but sometimes it happens a lot faster than you think. Let's say you start today. I mean today. You wake up, hit play on this video, and decide, okay, I'm ready. I wanna buy a house. From that moment, the clock starts ticking. But what are we really timing? First things first, getting prepared. This is the part that most people skip or rush through, and that's where delays sneak in. Preparation can take you anywhere from a few days to a few months, depending on where you are financially. And I'm not just talking about your bank account, I'm talking about your mindset. Have you sat down and figured out your budget yet? Your must-haves, your nice-to-haves? Have you talked to a lender to see what you actually qualify for? In Winston-Salem, home moves at a steady pace. We're not as fast-paced as Charlotte or Raleigh, but the market here is still competitive, especially in popular neighborhoods like Ardmore, Winston-Salem, or growing areas near Innovation Quarter. So the more prepared you are, the faster you can move when that perfect house hits the market. Once you've got your finances lined up and you're pre-approved, not pre-qualified, but pre-approved, now you're officially house hunting. This is the fun part and also the frustrating part. Some buyers find their home in a week, others 3 months, and both are normal. I had a client not too long ago that thought she was gonna be looking for months. First weekend out, boom, we found a gym right in Winston-Salem on the budget and everything on her wish list. On the flip side, had another client that needed to take their time, which was smart for their situation. And we looked for almost 4 months. But you know what? We found the right one. And there's no shame in either path. Once you make the offer and it gets accepted, this is where people really start to get anxious because they think the hard part is over. Not quite. From offer to closing, you're looking at about 30 to 45 days on average. That's assuming that everything goes smoothly. Inspections come back clean, the appraisal is in line with the offer, the lender gets everything processed without delays, and there aren't any surprises with the title or HOA. Let's say something does pop up. Maybe the roof needs repair. Maybe the appraisal comes in low. Maybe your loan officer needs one more bank statement that you forgot to send. These are things that can add a few days, maybe a week, maybe 2. And if you're buying during the holidays or peak in the summer, you might run into longer wait times across the board. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's why having the right people in your corner matters. When you're working with someone who knows the process, knows the area, and actually listens to what you want, it makes all the difference. So all in all, if you're just starting from scratch today, it can take as little as 45 days or as long as 6 months. Sometimes longer if life gets in the way or you're working on your credit or saving for a down payment. But most of my clients fall somewhere in that 60 to 90 day window. And here's the real key. The faster you get clear on what you actually want, the faster we can make that happen. And let me pause here and say this. If this video has been helpful so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you're seriously thinking about buying in the next 3 to 6 months, I want you to comment on this video and say I'm ready. And we'll map out your custom timeline based on your situation. So we talked about timelines from a general perspective, but let's ground this in Winston-Salem real quick. One of the things I love about this city is that we have such a variety of homes. Historic homes with character, newer builds, homes near parks and trails, and quiet spots tucked away just minutes from downtown. That means you have options, but that also means decision fatigue is real. So knowing your top priorities is key. And because Winston is still relatively affordable compared to larger metros, We get a lot of buyers relocating from out of state. That can affect inventory too. Sometimes homes get snatched up quickly. Other times, you got a little more breathing room. But if you're watching a market like me, I'll let you know exactly when it's time to move fast. Let me give you a quick breakdown of what a timeline looks like when you're ready. Day 1, get pre-approved. Day 2 through 10, we start looking at homes. And you might find one quickly and we submit an offer. Day 11 through 14, offer is accepted, and now you're under contract. Day 15 through 30, inspections, appraisal, loan processing. Day 31 through 45, final walkthrough, closing, and you get your keys. So yes, you could technically buy a house in 45 days, but you have to come into it with clarity, speed, and a solid team. And here's a tip I give my serious buyers. Even if you're not planning to buy in the next 6 months, go ahead and talk to a lender now. Knowing your numbers up front gives you power, and power helps you move faster when the time is right. Now I want to circle back to something important. Earlier I said most people don't know how long this process takes, but you know what's even more common? People underestimating how emotional the process is. You're not just buying a structure, you're imagining birthdays there, dinners, maybe raising kids, starting a new chapter. And with all of that comes pressure to get this right. That's why I do what I do. I'm not here just to help you buy a house. I'm here to help you make smart moves that feel good in the long run. If you're ready to stop guessing and start planning, schedule a call with me today. My contact information is in the description box, and we'll just talk about where you are now and what step makes sense for you. I work all across the Triad, and I specialize in helping people who are buying their first or second home. People who want to feel confident and educated, not rushed and confused. You don't have to figure it out alone. And if this video helped you out even a little bit, tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because I'm going to keep showing up with content that helps people just like you become confident, educated homeowners. I've got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video, as it'll help you with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I'll see you in the next one.